So you want to try doing tint yourself. Well, I'll show you why ended up with just one big giant fail. Coming up next, stick around. Alright everyone, so here's the story. You can see here on my table in front of my kid's booster chair is two pieces of tint for my old piece of crap RAV that, as you can see in other all our videos. Sorry about that. A little sick, a little out of it. It's slowly just trying to keep it on the road as long as I can because it's ridiculous how much cars are. So the star all started with my wife. She has a Forester. The kids, she wanted the suns out of their eyes. It's a sport, so the windows are tinted, but they're tinted so slightly that it still just blazes in their eyes. So she wanted them darker. So I thought I'd do it myself. So I ordered tint off of, you guessed it, Amazon. And what happened? Well, they sent me a package. She decided then, well, maybe I want to sell the car. I don't want you to put the tint on. Okay, so I contacted the company, and I was up front. I said, I ordered this. Is there any way I can exchange it for my car? Which they then were gracious enough to say, absolutely you can. And they said, just order the front windows for your car, and that's the same cost as the shipping, and then we'll just deduct the rest because it was a full kit for the Forester off of it, and basically we'll credit you, and that way you only have to pay for shipping. And I said, well, do you want the other tint back? No, we don't want the other tint back. All right, this sounds like a great deal. I just had to pay for tint, and they're going to send me a new set. Well, I got it, and I've been waiting a while, and I finally had opportunity to open it up, and lo and behold, as you can see, it's just two pieces, the two front windows. So they did not send me the whole thing, so I paid for two front windows and got two front windows. Well, technically I paid shipping and a little tiny bit more for two front windows. I don't have the whole car. Whatever. I waited so long. It's been, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to try to, I know it sounds like it right now, but hey, I'm not going to. So here's where the issue is with buying tint online through Amazon, and I'll show you in 3 seconds because these are the instructions. It tells you, you can't really see them very well, but it's, one page very loosely giving you instructions, and basically their instructions are just go to YouTube, search for how to put on auto tint. There's lots of videos. It'll help. And they have a number. Feel free to contact us. Look at this. Feel free to contact us before you leave negative feedback. Except, there's no contact info on here at all. So you know where this came from. It didn't come from the U.S. It came from, more than likely, some Chinese place. So I took this out to the car, and I'll show you what happened. So in every video you'll ever see, it always shows you take the window tint, put it against the outside, get it matched up where you want, roll your window down some, match it all up. All right, so I taped it up here just so you could see how far off the cut really is. Like the bottom, you can see I was very generous at the top. I left a good 1/4 of an inch up there at the top. From in the bottom, you know, you have at the bottom here, you know, you've got some you're going to have to tuck in, which is expected. Over here, you got a little tiny bit that you'd have to tuck in on the corners. Lined up pretty good. Although over here in the very corner over here, you don't have hardly anything to tuck in. You'd have very little to tuck in over here. But, you know, up here, you would have quite a bit left. But as you can see along the side, I mean, the end is right here where my finger is. The end of the glass is here. You've got almost, you know, a 1/2 inch to beyond the door panel. Like, right here is a pretty good indication right here. Like, you're gonna have to get that up in there, inside here. You're gonna hit, and then get that all down in there. It's just not lined up good at all. And yeah. So be careful where you buy from. Maybe just go to your tint shop, because I mean, I don't even know if this is even worth trying. It's so poorly done. So here I'll show you what I was talking about. It probably didn't make a ton of sense over on the other side, but in any of these videos, when they show you the window, you know, it's always longer because you got to tuck it in down here. But the rest of the thing is almost perfectly shaped for the window. And you can see here, you've got a little bit of room inside there. You know, you've got just a little bit, and you come to the outside, and if you see on the outside, you remember we were like clear over to here. You've got this little bit of an edge, window edge right here, and it's real hard to see. Let me go back to the other side here. But you can see there's not a lot of room in there. And it only goes in maybe like, you know, 1/8 of an inch. But you can see how much you're going to have to tuck in there. I mean, it's not even close. Like, if you had, you know, just a little bit to slide, it'd be fine. But, I mean, you come back over here, and, you know, you kind of half-ass line it up, try to get things right. And you can see, like, it's just, it's going to be nearly impossible to get this to go on there because the sides are just not right. Like, why would you need to tuck almost a 1/2 inch in over here when you've got maybe 1/8 of an inch to do it? Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, fail, trash. I guess try it from a reputable person next time, not Amazon. You know, who can't even send you instructions that are in correct English. Or go to your tint shop, because this was a $70 waste of money when it came down to what I got originally and then what I paid for afterwards, and then didn't get what I was supposed to get. Well, I only got 2 front doors. That was it. So, live and learn. Sometimes going with a professional is the correct way. Now, in the terrible English instructions they sent, they said, you may need to take off your inner plastic door pillars to get at your window. So clearly they cut the windows, or the tint, not for installation. They cut them to the specifics of the window, probably from the factory, which is why when I showed you that the tint comes clear over into the A pillar, like almost an inch. And you're going to have to tuck almost an inch into here, which is not even, like I said, with up in there, it's not, it doesn't even go an inch. There's not even an inch of space in there, maybe an eighth. But as you can see, there's no plastic pillars that you can remove. This is all structure. You're not taking off your you want to take off your outside window seal for this? No, because you're doing it on the inside, right? So you could take this off and you can get, maybe that would help you a little bit with, your inside stuff. But, tucking it down in there a little bit, but especially over here, but, there's nothing to take off over here to get that thing that far in, and it's still going to be too long for the window. Amazon.